What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special build for y'all, coming out of the center position, in which I'm gonna be calling the two-way playmaking center or big man. Now, this build is gonna come out to the two-way diamond inside out score, and out of all NBA players, it's gonna be reminding me of NBA champion, NBA MVP, NIKOLA, JOKIC, the Joker. And when it comes to these attributes, for this build we'll get a 99 plus put towards our driving layup, three-pointer, pass accuracy, interior defense, and stamina. Now we're also going to get all of the upgraded layup packages, pro dribble animations with a total of 57 badges. Now this is honestly the best offensive big man when it comes to being a true scorer. Now the playmaking is really elite for any type of big man and center, and the strength really makes this build very unique. Now this is an all-around build for any type of setting, and the interior is a huge problem for the defense, especially when it comes to our driving layup. So look, before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So the first thing that you want to do is put this build under the center position. We're going to go with the height of 6'10". Now, as for that weight, let's go with 215. Getting into the wingspan, you have to put this to 6'10", and that's really going to open up the floor when it comes to our shooting. So the first area that I do want to get into for today's build is going to be the physicals. So as for that stamina, go ahead and put this all the way up to a 97. Getting into our vertical, let's go with a 67. Moving into the strength, I'm going to go with an 88. And then for that acceleration, I'm going to go with a 69. Now the speed maxes to a 76. And this is what we should be looking like for this build maxed out. Now remember, you get a +4 from the 4 stars on the Gatorade facility workout. So we'll have an 80 speed, 73 acceleration, 92 strength, 71 vertical with that 99 stamina. Very overpowered so far. Now from here, let's get into the breakdown of the actual attributes. So the first area that I'm getting into is going to be the defense. Let's go ahead and put our interior all the way up to an 88. Now for the perimeter, leave this as is. Go with a 72 towards our steal. And then for the block, I'm going to go all the way up to a 77. Now for the defensive rebound, I'm going to go with a 78. And this right here is what we should be looking like moving forward with today's build. Now take into account, we're going to get badges like Bronze Anchor. You also get Gold Post Lockdown with Workhorse. A little bit more of the same when it comes to the perimeter. And then we get Bronze Glove, Interceptor, and Right Stick Ripper. Now from there, you get Anchor Chase Down Artist, Pogo Stick. For that rebounding, you get Silver Box Out Beast, Bronze Pogo Stick again with a Rebound Chaser. Very solid build for this defensive end, especially considering that we are a JOKIC build. So let's go ahead and check out what we can do with the offense. So for that pass accuracy, this may be surprising, but put this all the way up to a 96. Moving into the ball handle, I'm going to go with a 76. And then for the speed with ball, go all the way up to a 70. And these two numbers right here are crucial, as well as throwing outlet passes. Now let's get started with the shooting. So as for that mid-range shot, let's go all the way up to a 74. Moving into the three-pointer, I'm going to go with an 86. And then for the free throw, make sure you go all the way up to a 90. Now as you can see, we're going to get the badge gold free points. For that mid-range and three-pointer, these are going to be very similar. But let's get started. We get silver blinders, Deadeye, also getting Agent 3, green machine guard up and open looks. You're also going to get gold claymore, corner specialist, catch and shoot with bronze limitless range. Now the badges are going to be a little bit more of the same when it comes to this side of the ball. The ones that catch my eye are Mini Magician and Space Creator, but nonetheless this is a very solid build for that mid-range and especially the 3-pointer. Even more so if you get fouled in late game situations. Now from here, let's wrap everything up on the finishing end. So for that close shot, go all the way up to a 77. Moving into the driving layup, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 96. And this right here is what we should be looking like once we get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So let's complete this one with the badges. The ones that catch my eye, look, you get Silver Aerial Wizard, also getting Gold Whistle, and then on top of that, Slithery. But for the Hall of Fame, this makes this build only better. Now look, you get Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher, Acrobat, Bunny, Pro Touch, 2-Step Float Game, Giant Slayer, Scooper, and Spin Cycle. As for that close shot, you do get Fast Twitch on Bronze, Silver Masher, which I think is going to make a huge difference. And then we get Spot Finder to wrap everything up. Now the badges that I admire most out of this build. Look, you get Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher, that's definitely one of them. But then also you get Acrobat, getting into the shooting, the one that I like most. Of course, I like Limitless Range. Comment down your favorites down below. And then also for that pass accuracy, I think Bailout beats all of these Hall of Fame badges except for Break Starter. And then for the defensive end, Bronze Anchor is more than enough. You also get Post Lockdown to go with it. As for the steal, all of these are going to make a huge difference moving forward. But something that I think everybody should be taking into account. If you activate your takeover, also buy boost and wear gear that give you another boost. If you play well throughout each game, 2K does give us a minor attribute boost towards our characters, so just something to take into account, but we have the potential to get anywhere from a plus 10 to 15 on each and every single area of these attributes. Just something that I did want to throw out to y'all, but from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be getting these 3 different comparisons. I love the fact that one of them is Chet Coleman as well as Bill Laimbeer. And as y'all can see together, we have created the 2-way playmaking center, the 2-way playmaking big man coming out to the 2-way diamond inside out scorer. Now I think these comparisons are great. We even get Bobby Portis Jr. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Is there anything that you possibly would have changed to make this build a little bit better? Now add everything up of what I previously mentioned, the boost, the takeover gear, as well as playing well. Now man, look, before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.